Look at it. Snob's like, I can't in my head picture it.
So you knew what you were getting.
Excellence, thank you with the Prime. I appreciate you doing that. Thank you for the 10 months. And Peptic as well. Thank you for the gifted, bro. Thank you for doing that. Okay, we've got Giants on defense. We've got Fnatic on attack. If we look at the win rate on this map, Giants need to come out with something special. At least a good start.
Up on sand, looking for an aggressive play. Does need to be careful.
Contact into Omen Flash. So originally they wanted Prowler, Omen Flash, and then send it. So I will say, when you do this against Fnatic, you know how they're going to react. When you do a push against Fnatic, you know they're going to come back and fight you. That is just their protocol. They've been doing it for years.
Fnatic were good for clutches yesterday. Maybe too much of an ask here. Two top performers,
oh my goodness, a little lineup on this one in a 2v4. Damage is done, but maybe if they hit some shots.
In transition still, but should go down without trouble. Crashes. Sheriff in hand, knows where the next player's coming from.
Dude, the confidence of the people calling the low damage, they just run at them is wild.
So a chance to escape.
30 seconds left.
With a plan. The macro from GX has always been pretty good. It was the small details which they
pretty nice from Giants on this one.
Quick reaction towards C to stop.
Sticking together, they got info over towards A. Gonna get the trip info right here. They're gonna be a lot closer than he thinks.
Has a lot to cross and little time to do it. That's the problem, right? The delay.
Yeah, camera can check just as he plans.
At least able to get that spike down. Still two players to find, and well,
couple of missed shots, but all good. Well, we said they need a good start. This is a good start.
Kept in position by the utility is Chronicle, but I go back to the point.
You think damage report after death is ruining the gameplay? Nah, it's good, it's good, it's good.
Their setup have been pretty strong.
It adds an extra element, like it adds an extra layer. Especially when like it gets to late game and you know someone's low and like the spike is down and the pressure of, the pressure of like diffusing or with low HP, like more mind games come into it because of the situation. So I like it. It's always been a thing in games, like FPS games. I think it's good. I think the util thing was too much. I'm glad they got rid of that.
No, it's not, but it's a great start. I mean,
but the actual damage is nice.
Need to be careful of letting this defender side get the momentum on Lotus as well. We know that teams have been a lot better at it in recent history, but still a 3-site map, still you expect the bias.
Okay, Alpha gets a Sheriff, that's it.
And even for the close maps that we had against Liquid a couple days ago, just one pistol round picked up from GX, so already equaling their tally.
Even the ad skills, yeah, it's just like a little bit of information that means that they have to engage the brain, and that's the whole point of the tactical stuff, so it's good.
Been a pretty easy fixture into this GX lineup in terms of the role that he fulfills as a smoker.
An early walkthrough, not considering it. We've got the spams behind it that are baiting it in. It's a good idea for an eco right here. The longer he stays, the less chance they're going to think that he's going to be here.
From GX, and that is the second point to the wider conversation that we were having. And what Pipson was saying in the pre-match, that, you know, sometimes a little caught off guard.
What a weird round this is.
Overthinking things. Overthinking there. Probably finding crashes, but he is extremely low. And Boaster waiting to maybe set up Kayak through the paranoia, and he goes.
It was an okay idea. They thought there would be someone in this square who wanted to Omen Flash and insta swing off of it. It was hard, man. It was. If they don't overstep here, it's hard for him to get value on this one. It was like a weird round. It's not like an obvious plan really. Once he's in this corner of like, what is gonna be the best? Realistically, you should Omen Flash your teammate and then satchel up or something. I don't really know, man. I don't know how. I like their idea. Their idea was good.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing we saw in the game.
Nades. Maybe. Well, he's the guy. No, yeah. There's nothing. There's actually no good like set thing that I can think of that you would do here. It's always going to be a gamble.
A team that, let's be honest, the past couple of days have shown another level to their aggression. Another of the questions that
who am I predicting to make champs from EMEA? It's going to be Fnatic, Heretics, Liquid, BBL. I would give the other I'll give it like a 90% chance that they're the 4 teams right now. It looks pretty set. These teams are just going to go on such a run that
I think has suited them so well. Aggression on A to start.
I just don't think it's a thing. I mean, I guess it's only 2 games away, but go for the safe way. They've just looked like the best teams. Just makes sense.
So heavily touted, and you saw the potential there, even from stage to stage when GX didn't
Big
have
buy
the
rounds.
results.
We got info trip, kill trip. Something just went over towards here. Did he pick it up or did he? Okay, so what was that? Just spam. They spam and they broke one of the trips. They might think that there's not a trip here right now.
Next one up. Can't quite hit the shots, but feeling the pressure.
Who's winning champs, mate? Who knows, man? Who knows?
Their own pressure pockets. Behind the wall, they walk
Paybreaks are still the favourites, no doubt.
GX away, starting to regress. So map control 1 for FNC.
EDG are winning it again.
Outside of C now, Fnatic
Dude, I'm telling you, every time I watch EDG, they look nice, man. It's such a weird year for me watching EDG. Everyone on Patch like flames them so much, says it's impossible to watch, and I just watch them and I go, man, looking good over there. Looking real nice for this team. Yeah, they're just losing.
He's the one in the corner, finally gotten out, and Fnatic, they look as if they're falling to the wayside, but as always, they buy themselves out
Anything
of
to
it.
stop the plant? Big satchel. Oh, I threw it too far.
Way in, that's grubby. Spike down though, and Fnatic can reset.
Fnatic needing to search.
Dude, that actually could have done it.
Post plant on site.
As Grubby's out, but Fnatic straight away deal with any
Ooh,
problem.
nice damage though. Yeah, definitely could have won it with the satchel. No doubt about it. But still, extra damage is like really good. Giants have so many options here. You would imagine they go 3-4 aggro over towards A, get that raise ult though. That's for sure the most common call here. And then Fnatic will be on top of that, so maybe they util dump over towards the orb. Go aggro A to stop them. Piranhas, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. Appreciate the 2 months. Thank you for that. You could also do an absolute madness if they wanted to. Wait, this is a bit weird from them. 1 away from an orb and we got this here. Yeah, I mean, Fnatic are in a good position to stop and punish this. We actually had Alpha. Oh man, the smoke dodges this. Yeah, this was the smoke to cover it. That was really nice from them. They just didn't consider it at all. I like this from Fnatic. They were really on top of the fact that the orb should, in theory, be the priority here. And it was a little weird in my books that Giants didn't try and go for either of them. Weird ult. Oh god, it gets really weird. It's a much better ult from Fnatic though. He can stay hidden at tree the whole time. The problem is not getting the spike down. Mike, thank you so much for saying that, bro. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you, dude.
And Fnatic, I think they're looking to leave, eh?
Is they gonna go out of here?
No reason to give Fnatic
What a weird round, dude. I think beginning of the round, like first 20 seconds. Oh, he saw his foot. Yeah, nice. First 20 seconds, Fnatic were definitely smarter. And then we just got weirdness.
On the opportunity, and he'll get the spike denied, leaving Alpha in a 1 versus 3.
Plenty of work for Alpha to do, and just simply not enough time on his watch to do it with.
Wait, nice shot. What the hell? There's no way he wins that on that HP. Okay, it's insanely good for Giants, by the way.
Fnatic again. I mean, it feels as if we get to that spot, right? They make a decision. It seems like
Prowlers are owning people at the moment.
Doubt themselves on
been a couple of rounds in games where Prowlers just
I don't know. I feel
getting
as if
dodged.
we've seen this time and time again. Fnatic, just like with the amount that they've played. I mean, Billy was talking about the fatigue.
Okay, love that we get this. There should be only one person that can buy.
Maybe they're just starting to come towards that.
Even then, it doesn't look like that.
You know?
And that break comes in the form of
Start looking at the ults.
Timeout, but it's Fnatic instead
It's an
of
incredibly
GX.
rough situation for them. They're behind on ults. They got no money. These guys can clean up the ecos, get some more money, and potentially get their other ults online. Fade will be in the priority.
You expect that from them. GX are second in that statistic.
Is
though.
Fnatic
So
cooked in
I think if we
champs?
want to paint a fair picture,
No.
it goes both ways.
It depends how Depends what they believe their issues are, man. Because it's map pool. Like, the easiest way to describe it right now is map pool. And then it's like, how do you fix that stuff? I think they're a sense of fast fix, if not already not that bad. Results don't suggest it. Lotus, I would honestly suggest a comp change, personally. I think people have got it down. But this is also one of their better maps, so they probably don't even think this is one of their bad maps right now. The Corrode's fine. They're going to have to play Abyss. It'll be interesting to see their Sunset. Because I think their Sunset got better pretty fast. Well, Boaster's in a lot of trouble with this one. Can they get a lot of damage off? And can Cloud pick up the ecos? Dude, that orb's going to be so tempting for Cloud right now. That's ult for next round. Oh, he's getting that. He's getting that for sure. Ult for Cloud for next round. Next big buy round, they got to go up against a Fade ult. They can get a Raze ult. That's about it.
GX are starting to push this map control that Fnatic have, or lack thereof.
Also watching over
Will Abyss be a champs? Yeah, it replaces Icebox.
Which he is relied to be the custodian of. It has been relinquished though. Alpha with the kill that sets up a 2 versus 3, and it's these 2 clutch players again that we're looking at, and Kron most importantly.
Yeah, 3 clutches won yesterday, but he won't be able to chip in for this 2 versus 3 now. 1, just Alpha all alone. A lot of bodies to try and deal with, and a lot of utility as well. Managing to escape the Horde.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how the hell? Yeah, actually, they got pretty good timing on that one. 3 people surviving as well. Giants getting their money good. They can tank 1 loss for sure.
Not revealed, but standard procedure.
Oh, Pansy. Dude, it's a weird one at the moment. EMEA's been so weird in playoffs.
In this round.
Giants have really stepped it up. Giants look good, especially Flickless. Flickless is looking like their best player. And he was looking fine again. He was looking so fine in stage 2, but he wasn't looking this good. So he's had a giant step up. Ara's had a good step up as well, even though he's been playing good as well. BBL are just beating everyone. And maybe BBL were better than we thought. At least better than I thought.
Fnatic not really interacting much. Sure, utility thrown either way, but we're happy to just leave this, and Boaster deposited.
And Fnatic's always been struggling map pool wise though.
As you say, Ara left behind is something which Fnatic will have to deal with later on. It's against teams with high operator usage that they have tended to struggle a little bit more. We didn't see that against KC, but
that orb's going to be a little tempting here. Dude, with that closed as well, made this a free orb.
Towards C, Kayak and Kron just creating a bit of fake pressure for the time being.
Yeah, but they've moved into tree themselves, and this Cypher setup's going to be big passive information for the defense.
We went for a jump spot. Went for a jump spot over towards C. Damn, Ara's dodged a lot here. He was so far out, they didn't see him on the initial jump spot, and he dodged the Prowler. Yeah, I don't even blame Boaster for thinking he's not at this angle here. They tried everything.
So quickly the reaction is made on the Fnatic side. 30 seconds yet again. Crashies making his arrival.
I would say they could have kept this a lot simpler in my books. Right, Kayak just getting the Raze ult.
Taken offline. Westside goes down.
Yeah, but Flickless still here. And that spike being down is the only real problem. But you look at Kayak, he has his ultimate.
It's crossed the line.
15 seconds.
Okay. Well, and with the spike on the other side,
Oh
no
no.
man's land. No way to recover this for Alpha yet.
Doesn't have time to plant.
Know that the clock has won it for them.
Oh man, they are getting absolutely wrecked, by the way. They go down to another eco. And they lost to the Raze ult.
Slight lack of commitment, perhaps, or just an incredibly late one. But a 5-1 scoreline with GX having won the majority of the rifle rounds we've seen.
I mean, that's the big thing, right? It's the fact that when it has come to rifle rounds, GX have continued on this rampage.
Nice! Good job, boys. Well done. Well done.
It feels as if, as well, like the player performance on Fnatic, they look as if they're... They look as if they are tired, right? They are having a slow start.
I mean, it's a very slow start, man.
There is improvement as time goes on. GX with the same setup towards C again. 2 players through the door this time. Cloud finding one, and Kayak position feels
And
futile.
similar-
As soon as that barrel is spotted, Cloud
Similar to
is
a
onto
Zeta
the next.
default.
Takes his number.
Very similar to a
We're
Zeta
following it
default.
up.
Maybe the B person was a little bit more
Fnatic staring at
passive than that,
6-1
but
here, and
it's
sure,
same
it wasn't
same theory.
Best of investments from them. Not
Pretty
all
close.
Too much behind it.
3 close, and then if there's nothing here, then they open door. Normally they do it off the sound of the other guy, but
what more can be said? They're in zone flawless, and it feels that way.
Fnatic have already timed out, so I don't imagine they use another one yet, but they got to win this round.
And we really need to see Fnatic show something different. I mean,
The triangle
Lotus,
formation,
Fnatic,
yeah,
last
dude.
time they showed
The
it
Mighty
up
Ducks in
against
Valorant.
Apex, it wasn't a good showing, right? It was shaky. They were able to buy themselves out a difficult spot. And that's against one of the worst opponents in the
Okay,
league.
let's see if they can map. Let's see if they can default properly. I feel like every single time they don't have,
On this map,
which is weird for Fnatic. They don't have like one of the main parts of map control.
big realizations for me is just that Fnatic did very well in their 5v4s, converting advantages yesterday, but so far doesn't feel like they've really been in a position where they've had numbers. And again, Ara cracks the
Right.
whip. The
Ara
odds
and Flickless,
finding
man.
Boaster.
Ara and Flickless in
Boaster
playoffs.
make a move elsewhere, but already GX cottoned on to this.
Yeah, the reactions are spot on.
I feel like no matter what
Good
happens
deep
here,
website is on C.
I would be
He's
so
walked all the way
fine
out
with
in
Giants not
sand.
making any
So
changes,
confident,
even
just
if they don't make
puffed out in front of
champs.
his own setup.
They not look great.
Happy to take the jewel on the chin. GX queued up for a
They
Fnatic
struggle
on
with
A.
calling.
Calmness about this
That's about
defender's
it.
side and the way that they're making a decision making. Fnatic, they've even got to deal
Which
with
is a
the
big
Viper's
issue,
pit.
but
And with 50 seconds remaining, they're gonna
Killjoy
use the
ult goes
lockdown to
in,
try and get
cancels
rid of
the
it.
Viper ult.
Even
Surely the
look at
Viper's not
Kayak,
gonna
looking for
tank
more
this.
space up through
This
scales.
doesn't. I mean, maybe. Cloud has to do so much. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one for Flickless. I get it on other maps in certain situations, but I don't think there's only one place he can be hiding.
Do so in through drop and Garbino out of Hobbit door.
The envelope as much as possible. Kron is the hard clip. Tries
Oh.
to take the
Oh, he's in
engagement
trouble.
himself. Look at it, a little more forthcoming. Cloud with the flash
Cloud
in.
needs
Does
to
go
stay
down.
alive.
Grubby looking for a little bit more TP. Ambitious and crashes to cut him loose. West side, the last player. And as he opens up his jacket
Oh.
pocket, it's a second Fnatic round.
It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes it
Lifeline,
happens.
A little bit of relief for the attack. Even just when you think that the GX have the right calls, right? We're talking about the calmness, the way
Which
that
team do you
they'll
think
balance
will
that
have the best
Fnatic
of
do their
this?
best as
I
always.
don't know, man.
Allow their
The
opponents to
teams
make
that are going to
mistakes, I think, in
champs,
that run
if
as
the
well.
RX manage to go to champs, they'll be one of the
I
best.
think that's what you're
Liquid had one of the
kind of
best as
hoping
well.
if you're on the Fnatic side, the GX are gonna
EDG had
give you a
an
lifeline
okay
because
one, but a lot's changed over
going
there.
back to those
Heretics had
first
an okay
duels,
one.
They were +7 in the green overall.
BBL
yesterday, or
had an
2 days
interesting
ago
way of playing it.
against Liquid. So they
G2
will
G2
win
had
all
a
the
pretty good one with
engagements. It just comes back
once they
to
started playing chamber comp.
This theme that's been following GX up until now, the closing from those positions, those
Trying to
small
remember
errors,
who was
those
good at it before.
micro synergies that they've been
I
working
think we
so
nailed most of the
heavily on
teams.
from groups into playoffs. Need to
1, 2, 3. Can't buy next. The T1 Reyna comp.
Being held.
But remember, the T1 Reyna
Sure,
thing
perhaps
actually looked
Kayak,
alright.
Even if that was Ara on the other side of the map, but
I actually kind of liked
team
a lot of it.
still Fnatic playing with the clock and
Bring them down.
and, if it is Kayak, which
Who's
I
the team
believe
that played
is the
Clove?
case,
And that
trying
looked
to
pretty
create a
cool as well.
distraction again,
They
because
use
so
same
far
they
it
use
doesn't feel
same
like
Reyna
it's been a
theory,
hard
but they used to go
entry
Clove.
for Fnatic on this map.
Who is that team? That was
Used
fun.
elsewhere. The group is still inclined for this A hit. This is where
Talon?
Fnatic
Might have been
often
Talon.
tried
Talon,
to go,
EG.
but been stopped
Wait, was
out
there that
by
many
GX.
teams that did it? One of those teams had it
This time
down.
is there is no
One of the
second
4 teams that
set
you're
on the
mentioning had
barrel
it down.
is here. And the spam from Grubby will land the next.
yeah, that spike down on the ground. Where does Fnatic go with this one? It's not as if you can use Boaster's ultimate. He's out of the serve.
Oh, bro, he like flicked like he would
Trying to
carry on
continue
going, but he
on.
hit the wall.
Kayak now through Hobbit
Nice shot.
door, but Flickless
Bro,
is there
Flickless is
and up
just-
to the challenge.
This is the
Fnatic,
Terminator, man. He's not losing
It
this.
is going to be 7 for Giant X. And an advantage moving in towards the next half, guaranteed for the defender side.
Fnatic really feeling like they've
What's
run out
your
of steam
opinion
on
on
some of these rounds.
Donatello from Liquid
You're
Academy?
just waiting for that
He's
execution
very
to come in, and
skilled.
then
I
all
think
of
he has a
sudden,
lot to
Ara
learn,
finds such a
personally.
key kill. It's
I
the
think he
third
makes
time
quite
now
a few
he's picked up
mistakes.
Boaster with that op.
But he's very talented.
something that I mentioned earlier.
Like
as
he could be really good if he
even with
learned
this,
to clean up
you
some
have
of
to
his
be using
game.
your utility
He's
correctly
also
and
like
not
16,
searching
right?
him out as much as possible,
So he's
because
got a lot of
he's
time.
been an absolute nightmare to play against as it stands.
What about
Second
GSR?
timeout
I mean,
for
this
Fnatic
guy's,
very
as soon as he
early. This is
turns
not
18, he's
the
getting
first
picked
time
up.
we've seen this, really. It was the Liquid game. Had a spell of it against
GSR has
BBL as
potential
well.
to be one of the best we've ever seen, I
and
think.
I think like at the same time though, it's not the worst time to be using it. And this is something that the coaching staff had been speaking about coming into this playoffs, as well as Boaster. About
Second
how
timeout. I mean, can you
Fnatic
blame them
want
here?
to work on the
They're getting
map
so
to
wrecked. Flickless is 16 to 3. Westside hasn't had to do anything, man. He's just staying alive and making sure his trips are up. They can always just stack over towards the right side.
I think the issue is, we've seen this comp 30+ times.
Yeah, this is what we were saying
The last time
earlier.
there was any
Everyone
change,
just knows how
Boaster
to
was
play
on the
against it
Astra
now.
instead. That's the one that I mentioned at the start, and
They got
yeah, it's
Fnatic have map
post
fatigue.
2023 that we've seen that. So the theory is there. It's been written into the tablet, the stone tablet. For
You recently switched from CS2 to your Ascendant. At the moment, you realize a lot of people from Pro Scene use 4-3. There's not that many. Everyone uses Stretched,
recently the grand final,
to be honest.
Toronto against
You're better off
Paper
asking players than me for that one, man. I don't really know that much about that stuff. It's a lot of preference. I don't know what the most common res is at the moment.
He wants this.
This is a glass op.
Dude, Chronicle
By the way. He's down to
has
700
actually had
credits.
enough. He's bought the attack op.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
I can't remember whether he picked it up in the previous round or not. I'm going to be completely honest.
Nice shot, man.
Either way, it's found the
Still
first
has
pick, and Fnatic are
camera.
on the site now.
Cage to delay and hold
Yeah, they are.
heaven.
Spike down.
The cage to delay and hold heaven's pretty good.
Yeah.
Dude, they got double ups right now. Ui, that's
my
a
God,
shot
if
though.
This is the round that Fnatic
That's
win,
a nice shot from
then
Boaster.
everything I know about Valorant.
I mean,
gone
dude,
in
China
an
meta,
instant.
man.
They have
Attack
just
op.
You know much about Valorant?
Get double of
walked
them.
up with the op and said, yeah, you know what, we'll fight you. And against
That's
GX, that apparently works. But
incredible
still
from
2 on
him.
3. Fancy
He
their
knows
chances
most
to
common
defend
op
the side
angle,
flush with
and he
Cash.
just starts spamming it. Oh, it's unlucky. He could have got a double.
Cloud now trying to get out of tree, but 3 players trained to
Okay,
position.
the hero
Against
op
Fnatic.
into the rounds has worked a charm, and then they picked
So
up
with
another
Bron
one.
saved up
And Boaster's
Boaster
second
picking
shot
it
here
up
is
off the
lovely.
corpse of Ara, they have just shot their way through the site, and that's the sort
Buy
of
more
conviction
ops.
that you
It's the
expect
one
from
thing I
Fnatic
think from China that
to
people
bring it
can
all back and
definitely
put a bow
steal.
on it.
It's so strong.
They are playing GX a little bit of their own game, remembering who they are.
Especially with how everyone
As it
Everyone
seems like this
relies
double
so
down
much
the
on
game fight will
jiggle or jump peaks
continue onwards, but this time GX
to the
have
extent
brought
where it needs to
numbers
get punished
to
more.
the spawn barrier.
I mean, for the most part, they win out the initial util dump. That's the way it's been with Fnatic looking to re-engage, and it'll continue to be that case. But a big pickup from Kaya.
Damn, they knew they were going to be going for the orb here, so they used. I mean, it's just basically what we saw from the other round, right, where they just had an anti when someone's one away from getting that orb, getting that orb. Just combo it. That's what they wanted to do earlier. When Giants actually just did like a normal default when they were one away from ult.
An angle here. It looks to be the
Very
case,
nice,
but
man.
John better trying to get out, does so.
Kia, thank you so much for the bits, dude. Appreciate
True to the
that.
good. So a
I
decision
think
to be made on
Fnatic's
where this spike
slow
wants to go
playstyle
down.
no longer works. I think teams save more util against them, for sure, because you know they're just going to take map control and chill for a little bit. Yeah, I think teams are getting a little more used to it. I wouldn't say it doesn't work. I think it still works. I just think they can add some stuff in.
Oh, you thought there was a
Oh.
timing.
Dude, that was nice from Alpha as well. Mate, if they can get 5, it's an incredible recovery. The problem is they just shouldn't, right? Well, actually, one away, they're probably going to see default.
Oh, absolutely. It would signify 4 from 5 when GX had only dropped the bonus, coming 7 rounds in. It's Chronicle once more, the boss in the server that anything has to get past if you're to have half a chance. On him, they were so reliant in keeping this lower run going against the
I
KC.
think next year Fnatic might adapt to overall faster playstyle.
Parisian homecoming.
I think they will.
With a little bit of
Nice
pace.
shot, man.
Oh,
I think they will try and have faster set strats. No matter what, he was dead here though. They spot a lot of them, and I don't know how often Giants have done this push where they have 2 here, right, where they 3 and then they have the 2, but with how fast they took this and didn't care about sight, I'm pretty sure they always push with 3 then 2. Big kills, man. Will it not be meta dependent? Nah, you can always have set fast strats and just use them. Obviously certain comps you shouldn't be doing it, but
the players aren't looking. Chronicle does, and now it's up to Cloud. 1 versus 3, time ticking away. You can't help but expect this to be a Fnatic round. 7-5 identified through Alpha's turret. And
damn, I mean 5 in the end is incredible. Second timeout, they got all 3 rounds after it.
And not only that, the fact that they continued to move on forward and get
the attack op, the attack op got them everything, by the way.
From a team at the top. We'll see if they can flip this one on its head coming out of the halftime.
The attack op with the slow play style as well does actually go great. People are trying to get info more. Boaster's op. I mean, Boaster, again, beginning of the game, 2020. Boaster was a Jet only op player. He's always been pretty good with an op. Really? Yeah, we used to play him in practice. He'd be sending it on split with op all the time. What was Boaster's role when he was in CS? He's just a normal rifler. He didn't op that much.
Welcome back. Into the second half we go in just a moment's time. For Fnatic, it was a case of waking up and smelling the coffee. And a player who's already done that today,
dude, if they get a
his previous performances, is Rubinho.
If they get a
the time that he had on stage
pistol,
1 with Koi
pretty
wasn't
good.
the best, but we all knew that the potential was
Boaster
there.
played CS. Yeah, he played CS. He was like
the match against Liquid,
tier 3, roughly. Around tier 3.
So far, -24.
Just,
so
but mostly like UK lands kind of vibes. And then he started doing content stuff for League, 6th man as well.
To this Giant X side that's really moved it into it being a real playoff contender, right? When we think of like how
he played League as well. Yeah, he was doing some kind of content stuff for XL. I think it was XL. And then they basically said if you get to Diamond, I think the rule was that you can be the 6th player, and then he got to Diamond. Something like that. I don't know the exact law.
Something to build towards for next year.
See that the roles are just that much more strict, and Rubinho has his part to play in it. As he does.
A strong bait on this one. Looks like they.
In hand. As the toxic screen goes up, GX start to turn their gaze elsewhere. It's towards
no way, bro. Surely. That's fair play, man. I mean, he saw 3 right. Yeah, saw / heard 3 on the right with the wall up. Took a bit of a gamble, but paid off so heavy.
The open arms of Kron. Plenty of damage already done. Standing on his own 2 feet, and with Westside pinned to the corner, he's a dead man. Still,
Kron did so much though. Oh, that's a good nade into swing.
And while all of that's going on, the spike has hit the deck, and Ara's nowhere to be seen. Player that we just highlighted.
It's such an insane recovery from Fnatic. This was looking so done.
Boasters absolutely ran for the hills, giving nothing away to Rubinho. Doesn't want to allow a decent advantage to start to slip. Boaster though caught in transition. Eventually does give that
30
pick.
seconds
Yeah.
left.
So
How high is Diamond in
Fnatic
League?
have controlled the spike.
Their stuff's
So
messed
Grubby
up,
should
man.
know what he's walking
It's like
into.
Immortal, right? In
The way Grubby could have
Valorant, I
gone
guess.
would
It's a
have
little
been
bit weird
through
because I think it's a
VCT
lot
because
harder
that was
in
locking off the
League.
B main. Door hasn't opened.
But
Double
I guess
stack
it's like
Fnatic,
lower
and
Mortal.
That's going to be the round.
Kind of vibes,
So,
but I promise you it's
number
harder.
6 locked in. Grubby walks into trouble, as do the rest of GX. A pistol which didn't really get going.
Yeah, I mean, Alpha does so well in this round. So does Kron to drop the spike.
It's low ascendant. It's not like low ascendant.
After you get 3
Yeah, not
dogs
like
towards the
percentage
kill
wise.
choice, you-
No, he won't.
Nice check,
He won't.
nice
He won't.
check,
He
nice
won't.
check, nice check. Look. You're doing this, bro.
Yeah, so speaking of calmness, maybe a little bit more required there. As GX make no investment to the following round.
Find you.
Expect much to happen here, but this player got behind. Grubby has found Boaster, that's one.
There's no ascendant in League. Yeah, it's like Emerald and stuff though. But if you did it based off like percentage wise, if it's not, it's a lot harder in League. There's like lower percents
yeah,
of the top.
Crashes has a rifle, so
Oh,
he needs to be
no.
really careful. There's plenty of bodies to protect it though. Kron being one
It's-
of them, Kayak the other.
it's
Fnatic
kinda-
not dealing with any problems.
Ah, it's unlucky. The
Lotus
Magic
has a
kept
chance
all
to
HP here.
escape, or at least fake it.
Already sighted though, so that's the
They
problem
handled well.
solved.
Kron
Fnatic
saved him a little bit here. Yeah, that's
with the
getting pretty
equaliser
close.
Back to 7-7. Well, we do have a little time. Yeah, just to build on that roles conversation, I think that's something that's been so
Which champions
pivotal
did you main in
for
League?
GX.
I
They're
played
playing quite
Nidalee
standard across a
only
lot of maps. You're gonna
if it
see
got
the
banned
same
a Mumu.
couple of agents, the pool
If I had to play
very
support
minimized, but
Blitzcrank,
that's just made
that
them a
was
little
it.
bit more
They're the only
efficient with
three,
their
man.
micro, I think.
I found
And
everything else
player
incredibly
focusing
boring.
on how it is
And the
that they
Mumu
can
was pretty boring as
improve
well,
those
but
mechanics perhaps, and how that fits into the team picture. Well, they have looked a little bit more effective, and it's those fast hits where you really see
Where are you?
the prowess of
old
it.
Nidalee was goated. I used to play Nidalee jungle before they like made it into a jungle agent. Like when it was Nidalee mid and it didn't get like the proc when you
Taking no time to scale up.
Bring them down.
spear
That being said though,
jungle, so you can like jump on them and stuff.
This Kayak does it.
I did it when it was mid. It was so broken, and then they made it for jungle and it just got nerfed heavy,
When you think
in
of
my
it,
opinion.
Giant X, when they go
It's
to
fun, though.
execute, will have to deal with so many hard angles. You think towards B Heaven, you think towards C Waterfall, A Heaven as well.
Think about the whole damn map at this point.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many angles on Lotus that you have to try and deal with. Boaster having to deal with the push.
I was gonna say, Boaster's in so much trouble, man. Two people beat it.
Solo on site, but he's found his first.
Bro, I'm looking at your crosshair. That is not a headshot.
Double picks go GX's way as well. Spike down. Kron able to try and do some sort of delay. In fact, no at all. Spike committed. Alpha and a big key 1 versus 1 out of orbit.
Okay, I will say, Fnatic got a little unlucky with a couple of those duels, and at the same time they got a little lucky with the first kill from Crashies.
Fnatic, in terms of their priorities of which space it was that they wanted to fight, Boaster getting caught here again. In terms of those first duels, he has had a pretty torrid time so far. When it comes to advantages,
Support
like you
Morgana?
said,
Ah, dude, I used to
GX
hate
are gonna
Morgana,
open
man.
a lot of these rounds. It's whether Fnatic can
Morgana
close them
when
from
you're
a
in Nidalee
deficit.
is like the worst thing ever, man. Just put in that shield so they can just tank stuff. Just tanking spears. Worst thing ever. It's fun though. Anonymous Gifter, thank you so much, dude. Thank you, thank you. Elias, thank you so much for the prime as well. Appreciate the 5 months. Thank you for that.
Conversation forward.
DC Chain, yeah, dudes.
Need to do to beat Fnatic.
I think there'll be a donk of Valorant. The game changes too much. I doubt it.
I mean,
You're more gonna have just
for
like
me, you've got to be
consistent
looking
players that
about,
sometimes
like,
go
for
down
instance, you think
because
towards
teams will
that
go
A-holes,
down.
right?
It's
You had
impossible to stay
Kayak just swing
consistent.
out completely dry. You need to
The
be
game changes too much, so
aware
no,
of
not
where
really.
Fnatic are going to try and take their opportunities. B site looking a bit open as well when you think towards that double stack that sometimes C finds.
Yeah, you can see the
League is fun. It's fun after the
in my
first 50
experience,
hours. But the first 50 hours are the worst thing ever.
stoic expression on his face, knowing
Nico
that, of
Taj,
course,
thank you for the prime.
the job is
Appreciate
not
the
yet
3
done.
months.
It's far from it.
Arus Bard, thank you so much for the prime as well. Thank you for the 18 months. I appreciate that.
Do stem from making those improvements towards champs. That's what their focus will be on. But again, just ironing out some of those issues that
Zaddy Washipo with the tier 1, thank you for the 27 months. Appreciate you sending that as well. And Tai Toa with the 4 months.
You know, a GX
Thank you so much
that
for the prime, dude. I
might
appreciate
be
that.
quite straightforward. So many different styles that you'll run into.
Did you know they introduced WASD for it? Yeah, we'll try it out. I'm interested to see how much it messes up the game.
Oh, I mean, Alpha's just walked out straight into Ara's.
Okay, force them down to an
Outlaw.
eco.
Fnatic find themselves
Force them down to an
back end
eco
of a
because they did so
four-bye.
much damage on that bonus round where
Even
they
after
killed
the
3.
success they were having in the initial rounds, forcing into that
So
third one
now
is
they're
what's
going to be able
cost
to
them.
get all their ults. And the kills are so evenly spread on Fnatic that they're still... They win pistol and eco, yet they're still going to be
gives up the space after
up against ults
Alpha Ye's
fast.
demise. His fate settled in a similar manner to
kinda
what
rough.
looked to be panning out.
Do you
in
watch
front of his
Worlds?
eyes.
Sometimes, man. I watch
Score
some
from
games.
Kronzorb, he's currently sat in B
I
main,
watch as much League as I watch
waiting to
CS,
react
like
off of this execution.
3-4 games a year.
He
kind of
got the
vibes.
entry. After that, though, it's all Giant X. So with that being
More
said,
Chris with the prime.
Braun,
Thank you so much for doing that, bro.
Thrashies have to
Oh,
try and pick
tier
up
1 even.
into
Thank you.
a full
Thank you for
stack
doing
of
that.
players, but there are players low. The key point being
The Stinger at that range will struggle. Ara is on 6 points of health. Wondering if Grabinho would maybe drop him the Outlaw, but it's a little too much ground to cover in this 4 versus 2.
Who's your favorite League team? Ah, man. I watched so long ago.
Positions.
The main thing that I used to like watching was Bjergsen middle TSM back then. That was
They
fun.
know
The
exactly
guy was a
what
beast.
is needed. Nice first shot, but that's all it's going to be. So that gap.
Ethan is cool. Thanks so much for the
Gets
prime.
thrown
Appreciate the
to
12
two.
months. Thank you, thank you.
Giant X finds himself 1 away from double digits.
Yeah, looking more than up to the task so far in this elimination match. Been dark horses all year long. And the significance of this fixture is the Fnatic game in the previous stage was the first look that we got at some of those new
TSM no longer
signings, Flickless
exists.
and Ara from
I mean, they
UCAM,
wrecked themselves,
and when you
right?
really felt like maybe
With
there was
the,
a little bit more
what was
potential
the
behind
sponsorship?
this
FTX?
new
Was it
iteration of
FTX?
GX, given
That's
the
right.
time to work on things behind the scenes.
Kato Val, thank you for the 8 months as well.
Kayak's
Thank
op
you, thank
is
you.
out on A. From the
Crypto
breakable
money?
door,
Yeah,
he
they
is
ended up
ready
picking
for
one of the
GX.
scams, basically.
Face your
It's hard to dodge the scams when you go for those sponsorships. You got a 90% chance to hit one of the bad eggs.
Has found his pick. So entry 5 versus 4 for Fnatic to try and convert from, with the spike going down.
As the spike goes down, Cloud has the C's, and that's about all in terms of utility here to fall back on. Very regressive positions through tree, now moving out into grass.
Alpha next up against Flickless.
Whoa.
Can win it out.
What?
And that's going to be a big
Alpha.
pressure relief. That's not an angle that Fnatic can approach from, but at least Kron gets Cloud from stairs. And they go. Looks like Fnatic trying to assault in towards tree. Still the last two.
Okay,
Ara
all
trying
good,
to
all
make his
good, all good.
reprise, doesn't work out. And Flickless
It's
trying
all
to
good.
spam. Completely helpless. Thinks better of it. Would rather keep the rifle in towards the next round.
Okay, not too bad. 4 people surviving as well. Money's looking
So
nice.
Fnatic
Does the coach want to get
start to
involved? It's only 1.
reconsolidate control on this defender's side. An effective retake.
95%, yeah.
No
Honestly,
ultimate
maybe a
defense,
95.
So plenty to fall back on.
You gotta
Shot
do.
from
You definitely
Kayak.
gotta do your research with that
Fully
stuff.
through the smoke, took
But
a
I
timing
imagine
on
with
it.
that esports org, it's hard to like
Same can be said of
ignore the
Chronicle.
money that you get offered.
In fact, it feels a little unlucky.
The CEO? Yeah, I think he's still in prison.
Well, just 1 round in it now. Kayak and these defender sides have been a real focal point in these last few maps that we've seen him play. A real upturn in form where he was being sacrificed a lot on the attack.
No, chat, not the
Enabled
TSM,
now
nothing esports,
with the sniper in his
nothing
hands.
esports.
Yeah, not only that, a showstopper in his back pocket. This looks pretty straightforward on the C side as GX look to hit into it. Kayak just not quite finding the fight on B main. West side winning that out, and Ara caught out as well.
Fast flood in.
Big kill
Dude,
from
why is no
Alpha.
one else entering the site? We got a little bit of time there, no?
Ara representing the only
they
player
not mess
presence
up here?
from GX to have crossed
The
the
fade I really
borderline
like.
into C.
Dude, they had no. Did the fade I not
Dino
clear
will be
everything?
left behind, detached from the rest.
I know
as
there's a molly, but
GX start searching elsewhere.
molly.
Towards A that they're going with Flickless's wall, but you wonder
Molly,
there is a
they
late
die from
pivot.
here. Damn, that's kind of crazy. There would never be a crossfire though. I still think you enter side
Set
there.
that Cypher cam being shown. Waiting for the Toxins to come back up. That's a big pick. Still Fnatic have ultimates to come back in with if they really need to as well. This is looking like a quick B pivot.
That's perhaps expected, and Grubby's managed to catch the timing on this as well.
It's weird because even if this it gets
looks,
really
but I don't
weird.
see Grubby
Bro made it all the way
spotting.
through.
He's looking to take this a step further either way. Alpha lining up the
They still gotta win the duel.
Grubby swivels the head back around, looking for Kron now to try and
Oh,
take
thank
that
God
fight.
Kron
He'll
won that.
lose
My
it,
goodness,
but it
it's still
ends
not done
2-on-2
on
and
this
the
one.
spike is
Viper all.
in the ground.
Not only that,
I
Viper's been
don't like
invested
it
by
that much.
Fluckless.
It doesn't
This
give them
should
too
be
much
easy enough
space.
to close out for Giant X.
Okay, at least they played the best way. Cloud commits. Oh God, it's chaos.
Fanning the pit across. The Venn diagram of green circles on site, but Cloud
Okay, nicely handled.
ready
I
for the
tell you what I
jump
did
up
love.
with
I love the
three to
little
his
switch
name.
up between these
On
two.
round
As soon as this
18,
all goes in, he
GX
goes to
do
the
have
safest
double
pos.
digits.
Cloud's the one playing.
I mean, and that's
Make
the
sure that
big
pit stays up
aspect to
max.
it.
So easy
Ultimates
to win
invested, double digits
1vx when the
found,
Viper
and
ults up and
no
you've got to
timeout
defuse.
for the Fnatic coaches
Or they've got to
either.
defuse.
Such a smart play from Grabinho, though, and that's what releases so much pressure on the round.
Cloud, nice! Nice,
Didn't
guys,
quite
nice
catch it on the
recovery.
replay, but yeah, you can only assume he saw Chronicle and just decided we want to set up for B. See what we can find
It's like,
here.
how did
With
he
the
get
lockdown in
here?
play, you're kind of expecting
How
Alpha
did
to
he
be
get here?
setting that one up. Still
Well,
available,
Milan was
of
asking, I'm
course.
pretty sure.
This
Dude, what a crazy round from
last
Giants to
real
win, though.
buy for
That was a
Fnatic
wild
before
one. What was it?
GX can
3v5 at its
point
peak?
on the
Found the
black and
gap?
orange map pick.
Potentially force them down to an eco if they win this. It's a really big rounds. Just gonna let them
Looks
get
like
the orb
Giant
over
X have
towards
made
C.
the
They know,
decision,
they know they're up against
First round at least
Razor.
towards the C site where Kron and Alpha hold things down. And it looks like when you look at the positions, they don't really want to fight the choke. They would rather play for a retake. And for the lockdown readied as well.
Yeah, a bit of a preemptive one, but Ara's going to go ahead and chase
The alarm
this
bot saw him
showstopper.
from upper
The
and
eggshell still in his
caught his
back pocket,
pathing.
plenty of
Dude,
utility
Ray's
damage.
rocket in this
A
area
chance to
is...
deny it. Chronicle removed from the space.
Dude,
and
I
GX
swear,
not
if
even
you
gonna
if
chase
you
it up, they
shoot
drop all the way back
your ult at
to
this
Sam.
box,
That's
you
because
kill
of that
everyone, man.
lockdown
Even if
in
they're
play,
not near it.
and
Probably kill a guy
ultimates
over
that
here.
Fnatic can use in their favor,
The box is
which
so
they
messed
try
up.
to do here. Nightfall
Like it
and
amplifies the
Frost,
damage.
as well as the lockdown.
The nade from Ara just to do damage on any players through
Okay, but
waterfall as Fnatic are swimming upstream
that's
into
nice.
this retake, but the
All the
ult's
area where they can
invested,
hold.
offset the
It's still a good plan
chances.
for them though. They still
Now looking
gotta
a bit more
duel
favourable. They
out.
need to
Bossa
fan
needs to
out
wait
and
for a
find the
smoke.
place
Smoke
stand.
goes up.
Ruby in the meantime is wrapping
Insta
round up the
killed.
flank, but the kills have already been found inside of the choke. Alpha sticking it, a blind spray which won't connect. It matters not.
Yeah, time is
Fnatic
done on this one. Hey,
have
nicely played
fallen
from
out of
Giants on this.
round and out of favour on Lotus, it
They did
seems.
great with the space.
GX continuing
They
to
were
build
very,
on
like, the
their
calling on
lead
this one was
with a
very
huge
nice. They
opportunity
knew what was coming down
to
in terms of the
end it in
ults
the
here.
next few.
The fact that
Fnatic's money is so
three
odd
ultimates
these
in that
this last couple of
and
rounds.
didn't find the value.
4 pass and
His
buy on this
problem
one,
was gonna
3 the
push
round
Giant
before.
X to go and win out this map. Go and push
Good job,
themselves
guys. Nice
forward.
balls, man. Good job.
Fnatic with the loss bonus are gonna throw
Okay,
as
so
much
they
into
can
this as they can. Boaster on a
kind
stinger,
of buy
Alpha,
into this one.
a Guardian
We've all got
with a
light
full
armors,
set of
missing a
light
molly.
shields. Ara
I'm not even sure they got a Viper
often
smoke,
using the
unless it's
outlaw
here, I can't see
will
it.
bring it into play here as well.
Oh, that's a
Has
big
to cross
kill.
past it, but Westside's already off the board. Huge early win.
That's your locker gone. That's your presence across the map starting to thin out. Fnatic make their approach towards A lobby. Cloud only seen Boaster though.
Hello, Jules, mate. How are we doing?
You do still have other players that can fake that pressure. We saw Grubby do it in previous rounds. Looks like it's going to be Ara here. Still,
Molly goes
GX
out
committed to
on
fighting
top
Rumble.
to clear out an omen.
Are they too committed?
They invested a lot of
overinvest any
util to not
utility.
push anyone back over
We'll
towards
focus on
A, but there is
Alpha now in
3
the
here,
corner.
so this site
And he
it
wants
might
the
work
first.
if they can get this
Can't
trade.
quite get
It's
the
not too
second,
bad.
but Grubby's so deep. He's
Fade
looking
Eye
to
goes
try
deep
and
over towards
block
this, so they
round
should start
flank.
consider.
See if he
Mate,
can
Cloud,
find
you gotta do a
anything, but he
madness,
doesn't.
mate.
Cloud holding on.
Almost.
Was only able
He got
to
the
find
he got the
crashes,
ones.
So in a very weird
They
spot
actually
on
gave
the
him
map.
ones.
The fact that Flickless needs to try and get close to Grubby is the big component here.
Yeah, he's had the call from Grubby though that the A site should be completely clear, that he can go ahead and plant it. Cloud heard the steps of
seconds
the
left.
push coming in from main,
EVC
so
tournaments
the rest of
again.
the team
Thank you so much for the
have
raid.
adjusted.
3 days in a row. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Alteration, they still have to pull off the 2 versus 3.
Shots fired forward.
No
Presence and
flash.
CT identified by
Dude, the
Flick.
no
Listen,
flash
he's
makes
gonna
this pretty hard.
hang
When's this
around.
one-way smoke coming?
Hang on, but there's 3
It's on
bodies
its way.
here.
Oh boy.
Kayak low as well, and that's the first to go.
Ooh,
But
Boaster got
there.
a good trade on
Now
this
it's up
one.
to
Planted for
Robinho.
him. Big
Deep
smoke
in
out. Dude,
main.
Boaster went
There's
down.
an
Such a
option to
different round
spam
here.
onto the spike. He gets Kron, and it's now up against the
Damn,
top.
bro.
Fnatic.
Such a nice
And he's
2v3
able
from
to
them.
clutch out.
Great 1v2, man.
Giant X on map point.
Dude, they're about to
And
steal a
Red Bull
map.
clutch for
They are
Grabino.
about to steal a map right here for
Bouncing
sure.
back
Fnatic
after
are in trouble.
a heavily critiqued performance in the upper bracket.
Enemy remaining.
Flickless does well to buy time here. Fnatic are slow, so slow to get towards the site because they know GX are at a disadvantage. They're going to be looking to take those jewels, so they don't want to entertain it.
4 goes at it,
Over-delivering
and look
from
at
that
Fnatic's
position.
money.
Yeah, shouldn't have had a chance. The fact that Kron
It's
gets
not
caught
too
trying
bad.
to
They get an
move
okay
on
one. Who's
towards
actually
the
got the
spike
stinger?
is a
Crashy's got the
disaster.
stinger. Put the NA player on the stinger.
Next happy to try and
It's basically a rifle.
fight A once again. They're much more forward this time round. Fnatic, so much more regressed.
Similar sort of positions that we've seen. In fact, Boaster further forward on this close corner through the main choke than you would typically see. It's because he has Kron in support off his shoulder in the stairwell.
Boaster needs to play his timing to perfection. And he's done it. He's going, not able to get the second, but Kron is. And the spam goes
Big
West
kill.
Side's way of all people.
Dude, Crashy needs to get one.
Left identified Crashes, but Kayak there to support.
Of course, man. These NA players are too good at this gun.
It
Had enough.
settles in a 1 versus 1. Flickless versus Alpha.
Built in the Spanish Challenger League and now hitting the scene. Flickless!
Oh, I honestly thought he had
Caught on
him.
the cross to tree
He
by
wasn't like
Alpha.
fully ready for it.
A line drawn in the sand from Fnatic.
It's a great shot from Alpha.
This one not getting any further than 12 for the time being. 3 more opportunities for them to give us another extension of play.
Clutch on clutch. It seems that Giant X trying to clear their corners, maybe a little bit too aggressive in the way they were trying to take back site as well. Works out in Fnatic's favour. Anxious are the coaches.
They're so worried.
And they'll be allowed
I don't blame
to
them.
speak to the players for the first time in a long time.
Hey, Pipson's getting
GX
involved.
used the first time out.
Yeah, I was going to say this is the first time out, right? It's been pretty chill from him. 25 to 12 from Flickless. What is this guy doing in
Some would
playoffs?
think, I mean, usually, sort of, as he said, he was happy with the calls that Cloud had been giving, even in the
He's gone from their 4th best
tenuous
player
of
to their
times
1st best
for
player. Like
GX,
really?
when it looked like they were really struggling still with the full confidence
space
in
of
this
2
project.
weeks.
And the same can be said from the management and his head coaching, because he's one of only a couple of coaches that have stayed with those original projects since partnerships began. He's been with Giants
That's
since he was
best.
a player. The
Well,
history
yeah.
goes all the way back.
You know what I mean?
Now with multiple revisions already behind him, this one seems to have found the most effectiveness that we've seen since 2023.
Yeah, and no stranger to making international events, right?
Some people just need the pressure, apparently so.
Champs back in, was it 23?
Well, yeah, that's the one that we're talking about.
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
sort of the champs event that Giants have had. But the problem is, it's the absence since then. And Cloud was talking about it in the interview that we had play in the previous game. That, yeah, you know, they're putting in hard work, hard hours, and they have been over the years. It's just
3 goes
wanna
at
know
it.
that work was
We get the
put to good use and
rare
they tried their
EMEA
best, whether
stinger.
they succeeded or not.
This could be good. Could have some clips ready.
Well, back to
Have
the
they been
C-side,
practicing
where
it?
Kron and Alpha have been able to somewhat hold,
Oh.
but Ara's so deep, he's taken a lot of delay, a lot of decay, and
Dude.
Alpha,
West
combined
side
by Kron's snake
tanked
bite,
the
is able to
smoke and
deny
double
the
molly.
C-side.
It's just textbook Lotus from Fnatic. The double layering of utility, Viper and Sentinel partnered up.
Yeah, you
Fast
got to give
C
it to them
bots will
there.
get punished
Their
if they
util in terms of
continue
mollies on
playing
C
into
are
that GX.
perfect. The timing's always really good from it as well. Let's start looking at ults. That's the main thing to separate
Shoulder
this.
clashes.
Half not getting,
Straight away,
probably
dips
not
away,
getting.
doesn't want to give anything.
Ah,
Flipless
this
still trying
this
to
is gonna
push
get
towards
close,
C, rescue the
surely.
rifle.
And he's
It
done
might
so.
even.
Can still remote controlled the
Might even be
Viper
worth
Wolf on A,
saving.
the rest of
Let's
his
see,
team.
12, 10, 11.
Now given the
They could get a
so
they could get a fade ult.
from the in-game leader. Cloud continuing to scale onto a site currently only held by Crashies. And so it's a complete forfeiture of the A site from Fnatic, playing a retake 3 versus 5.
Dude, this plant is huge
Good
for them.
decision. You don't give anything away to your
Anything for
opponent.
Cloud
Bad
getting closer
decision.
to his ult is
The bad
huge
thing
for them.
about it is it allows Giant X to go and try
Dude,
and set
if Cloud
up,
gets one hit,
Reckless moving a step ahead
that
of
would
the
be
mark,
incredible.
puts it in a 5 versus 2, and it's a stinger, a sheriff. It's not weaponry
Comes through with
that
the
you would
9
want.
months. Thank you for the prime, mate. Appreciate you, dude.
Fnatic, it should just be straight out of the playbook. 5 players from spawn
Okay,
side.
didn't get
Kayak
one.
first in, and a quick
Didn't get
trade
one, but
off
he's
the
still
Groovy.
gonna
So
get his ult for the big buy
no
rounds.
messing around,
Well,
no silly business.
the
Fnatic
12-11
now
big
at
buy
10,
round.
and GX's opportunities to finish this in the fashion that they would like.
This is weird here
And it's a
because,
professional
in my opinion, it's
round
actually
as
better
well,
for
the fact that they're able
Giants
to get through
to
that. Only really losing Kayak.
might be better for them to
towards the A side.
low buy
The
this
big
and make
thing
sure they
about
buy
it
next,
is the fact that the lockdown's back online. So is the showstopper.
and then have that all in.
Crashes away from one away from his Nightfall. These are big components to finish out the map. And ones that
So I
can
feel like
counter what
this is the
GX
big
have
one,
online.
and then they could
For
maybe
instance,
fake that this is the
Vital's
big
pick.
buy round, get some ults out of them,
With a real uptick in form.
and it'll be fade ult against fade ult.
Typically performs better on the attack halves than the defense, but 23 and 14 as it
Okay.
stands.
I was gonna say, if they actually go for an early nade tether here.
Fnatic with an adaptation.
Spots 3.
Heavy fight on A. Kayak caught, but the showstopper
Good trades,
flares off
though.
and still finds one before getting traded out.
Dude, is Westside just gonna send it on B?
In towards the
Nah,
attack
okay.
smoke and is successful.
He looked on the minimap like he was tempted to do it.
Rifles light up, and it's at the
Oh,
cost of
okay, that's a
both
huge kill, by the
TPs
way.
And Crashies as well, who ends
They
up
got Killjoy
dying
ult to retake this.
through the main line.
So do
Now
they plant
GX
good?
converging in position
He doesn't even
on
give
the
him a
B
chance
fight.
to
It's
plant.
only
Oh,
Alpha
Viper ult goes in. Oh, this
multiple.
gets really weird.
Viper Pit is going to
Wait,
spread
guys,
out
they're
onto
going
the
for a push here. My
lockdown
god,
so
they
can
they handle
challenge
this so
and
well.
One by one, they will break it.
Back to the
Holy,
lockdowns.
I mean, fair play,
Committed
man.
with
Giants
no
played this whole
support.
map pretty well.
Through this round, which
I
looked
feel
it
like,
could have been
you know when they went
Fnatic's, it's
ults,
been
like ults
completely
against
turned on its
ults,
head.
Giants always had the better plan,
It has to
apart
go
from
up
like
into a
one round I
versus
can remember.
4. And if he loses this, it's GX's map.
GX taking a huge step forwards into their hopes of champs qualification with a map win here.
Damn,
A
dudes,
step
nice map win
forward
from them.
In this series,
Fnatic's
13
Lotus.
to 10 on Fnatic's pick of Lotus. GX walk away, leaving them stunned.